Only because they know it doesn't have to go very far, because this is about where they start walking. Get kind of tight here, folks. Just watch yourself as we go through the narrows, that you don't pinch your fingers, or I try to stay clear, but sometimes we get a little close with the wagon. Easy, boy. Boy. So this canyon that is quite large, but yet almost entirely closed up on top, creating like a room. Okay, and in the late 1800s, the Winnebago Native American Indians would use this as a gathering space. They're now the hotels here, but this is where they would have their little get-togethers, and they could sit up there on the wall. They have a little staging area there, and they could be protected from the elements, and they actually camped throughout the canyon. So the stone that you see here is called Cambrian sandstone. It is, if you know anything about sandstone, like this cool, damp atmosphere, and so they do very well. And there's a lot of water in this sandstone, so that's what feeds the plants. I'll show you another example of what I mean a little bit later on, where you can actually see the water coming out of the stone. Get over, boys. Come on, buddy. There's Dick and Duke. That's our Percheron team. Hey, boys. Again, it's going to get a little narrow here, so watch yourself. Boy. Come on, boy. Come on, boys. So right here is one of the tallest trees in the canyon. That is a white pine, and it's over 100 years old, over 100 feet tall. Wow. And it holds on to the edge of the cliff there with a root system that is as long as the tree is tall. Come on, boys. Come on. Come on, boys. No. not time to go home yet. That path takes us back to the barn, so. Come on. Like I said, if we were headed back, they'd turn into racehorses. Bam, just like that. Come on, boys. Fond of the sunlight, so it stays on this side of the canyon wall where we don't get very much sunlight over here. This side, at different times of the day, will get direct sunlight, and therefore you don't see that tree grow over here much. Unfortunately, we will probably start to see that Canadian hemlock start to die off because come on, boy. This morning there was a deer right there in the water. I mean, right there. And that's not uncommon because the deer out here are so used to people.
Yeah.
Come on, boys. Boy.
How often do they lose their shoes in this stuff?
Well, they usually don't. Normally they would stay on for about 6 weeks before they have to get reshod. And for some reason this year, they're losing them more frequently than that. So
Maybe from the soft sand.
yeah. Matter of fact, we got lead you to believe it is, but some kind of an animal coming out of his cave. And right next to that, we have a king cobra. Come on, boys. Come on. Go, Bill. You win a prize. I think Bill has a prize in his prize bag for you.
It's like on a duck tour now. And here we are back in the council chambers. Every winter, because the rock has so much moisture in it, every winter we always have an issue with the rocks freezing and the water expanding and causing things to break off, like that large rock did 2 winters ago. That happened. Usually it's smaller rocks or less. Come on! Let's go! Yeah.